You know the look.
The look?
The look is, it's your turn.
It's
You
my
introdu-
turn?
I want you to, you like saying that, you like introducing this
I
to the
like.
next
Well, I
person.
like the name. You
Yes.
know, we've got Pat Curtis and Tim Hot Dog Curtis here to talk about an upcoming Paralyzed Veterans
Paralyzed Veterans Fishing
Fishing
It's our
trip.
fourth annual one, yes.
fourth
Neat.
annual. Tell us a little bit about that.
June the 5th at the VFW in Mountain Home.
Bull Show.
I'm sorry, in Bull Shoals. There will be a meet and greet for them,
Well, if you're lost, if you're Mount Home, it's just
Yeah.
really close.
just a few miles
Yeah,
away.
just a
Yeah.
few miles away.
Yeah. And we're asking everybody to come out and meet them and enjoy some fellowship with them, you know, potluck. And then
How many paralyzed veterans are going to be there?
We'll have 4 paralyzed veterans,
Okay.
either their wives or caregivers and everything else. And like I said earlier, this is our 4th annual one. It started at a sports show over in Oklahoma City.
Okay.
Bill Kuckendorfer, the president of the Paralyzed Veterans Association, was across the aisle from us, and we got to talking and everything else, and they were doing a raffle to raise funds and stuff, and so then we, the Lord put it on me. He says, let's do something for them. And I said, would you like to do a fishing trip? And it just spun from there. And then, like I say, now
did
this is our
that just
fourth one.
blurt out of your mouth and you didn't have any idea what
We
was?
prayed about it, me and Pat did, and then the next day I just asked him, you know, could we, you know, get
Yeah.
with enough people get
Yeah.
the chairs into our boats, and I showed him
And
our
then
boats
you got to
and everything.
secure them
and-
when you get them in the
Yes.
boat, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and everything,
Yeah.
and but it's just got it's been going great ever since we started, and getting bigger and bigger, and we're hoping that next year we're going to even have more.
So, I'm sorry. You were
No,
gonna say
no,
something.
go ahead.
I was going to say, have you done it here all 4 years? or
3
is it-
years,
3 years. Okay.
on the White River, and this will be the 4th one.
This will be
Okay.
the fourth
Yeah.
year. And they're veterans from outside the Mountain Home area?
Most they're either from Arkansas, Missouri, or Oklahoma, because this is the region that we try and draw from and everything else. And last year we even had our first female paralyzed veteran and everything else, and that was
Wow,
really
that's
nice.
neat.
But
So how do you find them, Pat? Or how do they find you, maybe?
they have a drawing, and
Okay.
if their name is drawn, then they get to
They
come.
get to come.
So it's
And
a
it's-
all expense paid?
all
It
expense
is.
paid.
Okay.
We take care of their motels. We take care of the meals. We take care of the
Oh, my
all the
goodness.
the guides donate their time and everything.
That's
else.
nice.
And through a lot of the local businesses, and Twin Lakes area is so fantastic for veterans and donations and everything. We get it, and we even give them gas cards and everything else to get to and
Wow.
from, and just take care of everything. They don't pay
This
for
is
a
a
single thing when
really,
they get here. And I mean, our veterans, they deserve it, and especially these that gave so much.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's a good feel event, isn't it?
Oh, you bet.
It is. It is.
Tell us about some of the reactions from some of the vets when they get to go on these trips.
Last year was a very special time. We had a dad who was a Vietnam veteran, and his daughter, who was she was actually a disabled vet from Afghanistan, and they got to come together and everything. And then the gentleman that was in my boat, I had to rig up a pole with a strap of Velcro, because his hand, he couldn't hold it, but
Yeah.
I was able to do it. And he caught his limit, caught about a 19-inch brown. And then as we were at the end of the day, because we do a shore lunch too for
Yeah,
them all
yeah.
and everything else, at the end of the day, when we were putting him, getting in his wheelchair, as he was backing up, he turned around and tears were just rolling down his face. And he looked at me and he says, "Thank you so much." And I said, "Well, we can't thank you enough." He said, "No, Tim." He said, "All you guys and all you ladies made me feel normal for a day."
Yeah.
And
Very
wow.
touching.
that made
Yeah.
everything.
Very, very moving.
That makes it
Yeah.
all worthwhile. All the
Amen,
work
yes.
that-
It does.
Now, have you got your recipients for this year?
Yes, we have. And everything. Bill's got them all lined up and everything, and they'll be coming in, like I say, the afternoon of the 5th.
Yeah.
And then staying all the way till Tuesday morning.
Well, that's neat.
And
Yeah.
do you need volunteers to help?
We do. Our fishing trip, the fishing trip starts on June the 6th, which is Monday morning. And we need volunteers to come out and help get them in the boat, because a lot of times we have to pick up chair and all and put them in. And then at lunch, we have probably enough volunteers for the morning, but then at 11:30 when they come back for their shore lunch, we need volunteers to help take them out of the boats and get them up the hill to the pavilion, where it keeps growing. Each year it gets bigger and better and bigger and better. And this year, the Sky Meadow Orchestra is going to be out playing. String orchestra is going to be out playing. And that
kids,
ranges
children,
from the age of 4.5 into 18. So we're real excited about them coming
That's
out
neat.
and playing for
Wow,
them. You know, the people in the community, this area, they're amazing at how they give and how they love and how they show
Sure.
how they care.
Yeah. Well, this costs money, and we didn't talk previously about funding this, but are you in need of funds that are?
Yes, we can always
okay.
use
Yeah, I'm
anything.
sure
You
you
know, no amount is too small and everything else. Because, like I say, we take care of everything while they're here, and then anything that is left over, we send a check to the Paralyzed Veterans Association of America, and then they can do other things with it and everything. And this isn't about us or anything or
Yeah,
hot dog
yeah,
guys. This
sure.
is about the veterans. It really
Yeah.
is, and because our family has a lot of veterans in it, and so we both feel good about it, and we want to give back to them.
Yeah. Well, let's go back to when you first came up with this idea. Is there what was that event that you were at?
It was a sports show where we go and try to get more business and everything else.
Oh, okay.
And so we were there, and they were across the table from us, and
Wow.
we just hit it off and were talking. And then he loves to fish, and they had just had a bass tournament for paralyzed veterans in Texas for the region, and he was telling me about it and how they're special boats, and he was asking about ours and everything because he saw the great big trout and everything that we had mounted, and I said, after I showed him, he said, well, we could figure some way out, and I said, yeah, we can. I take a lot of people that are special, I call them. They're not handicapped, they're special, and I said, we can make it happen, and it just went from there. And it does take we start usually in January getting ready to do one in June and everything. There's a lot of running and phone calls and everything
bet.
else, and I couldn't
just
do it
doesn't happen
without my
overnight,
wife
does it?
Pat, that's for sure. Yeah.
So tell us about your business.
Well, I've been a guide on Bull Shoals Lake and the White River for 42 years,
Yeah.
and but we've started our business 9 years ago, and praise the
blessed.
Lord, it's been going real good.
That's
so.
good. Good.
Yeah.
This is not an event that's publicly open. I mean, this is kind of a closed event.
It is, except for at the dinner, everybody's invited to come
Okay.
and shake their hands and
Okay.
Bring a sack lunch
and even
and
at the shore lunch, bring a sack lunch.
Sure,
We'll
okay.
probably have extras in there too, where you can sample some things. But just come on down and listen to the music this year
Sure.
from the
Yeah.
string
Yes,
quartet and
absolutely.
everything,
good.
and just thank a veteran.
And tell people where this is going to be at.
This is at the Bull Shoals State Park below Bull Shoals Dam on the White River. And
Okay.
we start at 7:30 in the morning there. The shore lunch is at 11:30 at the pavilion right there, the big
Okay.
covered pavilion.
Right.
There'll be
And,
balloons.
and the
Okay, you're
VFW is in Bull Shoals, and that's at 5 o'clock on Sunday night the 5th, if you want to come for that meet and greet and dinner that they're going to throw for that.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, we invite everybody to come out for that event and
Absolutely.
shake a veteran's hand.
Absolutely.
You bet.
Say thank
You know,
you.
that's-
None of us
that's
would
good
be
then.
here,
Yeah.
would we, without
it.
our veterans?
That's it.
We're saying, have lunch with a true hero.
Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're amazing.
I can't let you go without asking. And you know what? Maybe you should ask him because
The name hot dog.
And of course, I spell it a little different. I spell it HOTDAWG, but it started back when I was 15, 16, 17 years old. Back in the early 70s, I'm kind of telling my age now, all the fancy snow skiers were called hot doggers out west and everything. And of course, I could do a whole lot of tricks on water skis. And one day, one of my buddies said, "Oh, you're nothing but a hot dog." And I said, "Oh, don't call me that. You say that to your buddies, and that'll be your
Okay.
nickname for a while."
Oh, yeah.
And then as I started guiding, it was real hard for people the next year to remember my name, Tim Curtis. But they say, "We want that hot dog guy. We want to fish
Yeah.
with him this next year." So that's how it happened, and it worked out very well.
I love it.
When's the last time you've been on skis?
Actually, it was very funny. About 4 years ago, with my grandkids, I was out skiing and showing off, and I pulled a hamstring. And my
Oh, no.
grandson told me, he says, my son-in-law was coming to pick me up, and I'm saying, I'm hurt, you know, help me get in the boat. My grandson, that was so neat, Papa. All I saw was head, feet, head, feet, head, feet. So that ended my water skiing career.
Oh, so should we call you hamstring now?
There you go. That'll work. That'll work.
Go
yeah.
from hot dog dancing. Well, it's
Oh,
nice meeting
gosh.
y'all, and you're doing
Oh.
a great work. I mean, it's a feel-good event, and I'm sure
Absolutely.
your
And-
heart swells every time.
Every
Oh,
time.
very
every time.
emotional.
Yeah.
It's a lot of times it's hard to keep the tears away.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot. Hope it's very, very well attended by a lot of people that want to come out for the lunch. And if you'd like to donate or
Volunteer.
volunteer, is what
Volunteer.
they need to help that weekend, you can contact the Curtises. There's more information at the end of the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank
Thank
you all
you
so
so much
much.
for having
And
us.
God bless y'all.
God bless you. And that's it for us.
Already?
That's it.
It just went like that, didn't it?
Well, not so much like that, but
Like that.
yeah, more like that. All right. Well, thanks a lot for being here this week.
Thank
And,
you.
You're going to be gone for 7 or 8 weeks now? Wait a minute.
No, I'll
That's
be here.
That's the other A-list host that I've been talking with. Oh, just kidding you.
I'll see you in 2 weeks, Dan.
Okay. All right. And we'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching 726 Mountain Home. We'll see you again next time.